I think this takes the gate, guys. I'm serious. How far will men go for a woman's love? I've said this before, and I will continue to say this. There are more women than men in the United States. 3-1. And in Atlanta, Georgia, I believe it's 6-1. A man by the name of Darius Steve Roberts faked his own kidnapping and taunted the police on Facebook with photos of himself bound and gagged to get sympathy, guess from who? His ex-girlfriend. Yes, he is unfortunately a black man. We all know black men will beg and plead for women. Black men have the lowest self-esteem. I wasn't surprised. What would possess a man to pull something off like this? Did he need a place to stay? Was he about to be homeless? Did he need food stamps, something to eat? Because this is the most desperate thing I have ever heard a man do. Darius Steve Roberts was arrested on Thursday in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Police say he faked his own kidnapping in a bid to gain his ex's sympathy. So it wasn't even to necessarily get her back. It was just to gain her sympathy. Roberts went missing Thursday morning and someone began texting threats. Photos posted on Facebook show him bound and gagged with duct tape. So that means somebody else had to assist him in this whole thing. Someone purported to be the kidnapper taunted Robert's family on Facebook. Police say that when they located Robert, he jumped out a window and ran. I mean, is the sex that good? Guys, does vagina make men do these things? Now, I told you, I've simped here and there, brought a female flowers, but to fake your own kidnapping? Wow. And his first name is Darius. Ironically, like mine. Sick. Look at that man. Who took the pictures? It had to be a friend. Sad it is, whoever friend that he has in his circle, they couldn't tell him that, hey, you need to move on. She's not worth it. Guys, no woman is worth all of this humiliation. So now he's publicly humiliated. He's arrested. He's going to get charged with whatever. And he's never going to get that woman back. And on top of that, any woman he tries to get with in the future is going to stay away from him, because the biggest thing that can turn women off is a needy man. If you're needy and clingy like this, he'll never get laid again. Look at this. These are the Facebook messages that he sent. What I'm saying, we about to have some fun since he want to put other people's business out, that we about to do the same. It's look at all this. He set this up. So someone was using his phone, or he was using his phone to send messages. Is he in a woodshed or something? Look at him. Sending fake messages. Can you get any lower than that? What would possess a man to do this? A hoax kidnapping. Look at his face. Wow. Can't get no worse than this, guys. The kidnappers, who were probably his friends, claimed to have taken control of Robert's own Facebook page. The kidnappers posted their threats on Robert's own Facebook page, alleging that they had him captive and had control of his account. Let the games begin. We would fuck him up right now, but we want him to feel all the pain. This is some... wow. What does this woman look like? That's what I want to know. She better be a Kim Kardashian, Halle Berry. She better be extremely attractive, because if she's some fat, overweight, sloppy female, man, look at this man bound up. Look like he in a woodshed. Somebody garage. By 10 a.m., police had received hundreds of tips from concerned friends and family members that Robert was in grave danger. The Tulsa Police Department quickly organized a massive task force, including members of the Special Investigations Division, Homicide Detectives, and Fugitive Warrants Unit. A command post was set up to organize a citywide search for Robert. And police say less urgent calls for service were put on hold in order to dedicate patrol officers to the search. He was stopped by police officers in possession of his charged cell phone and transported for interview. So he tried to make a getaway. Roberts was booked on obstruction and false report charges at 1:56 p.m. jail records show. He remains in custody at the Tulsa County Jail pending a $1,000 bond and is due in court on Wednesday. So he can't even make bond. It was not immediately clear if he had an attorney to speak on his behalf. Following his arrest, Roberts, Mr. Darius' mother, posted on an apology on Facebook and thanked the community for the outpouring of support when it appeared her son had been kidnapped. That's just embarrassing, man. Where's his father? People who I haven't seen or heard from for months called me we are going to seek help for him. This was embarrassing, but God, this is embarrassing, bro. This takes the cake. I've never heard anything like this. Look at this man's face. Loser. Darius Steve Roberts, a man who faked his own kidnapping to gain sympathy from his ex-girlfriend. You can't make this stuff up, guys. I told you, learn to live without women. This is sick. You guys have to learn to be without women. Distance yourself. See, this guy right here, he had no purpose in his life. You can tell. He had no drive, because if he had a purpose and a grind and a mission in life, he knew he can get another girlfriend. He knew he can get another woman. He wouldn't go this great length to embarrass himself, his family, his future. Not everybody knows who Darius Steve Roberts is. How can he walk around in public? They'll laugh at him and clown him. Guys, this is what happens when you make a woman your world. I told you, stop the simping. It gets you nowhere. Move on. Listen, women are going to leave you regardless. Whether it's today, tomorrow, next year, they're going to leave you. Look at this man tied up with tape around his mouth, posting fake messages on Facebook. Look at this fool. And of course, he is a black man. I am not surprised.